going on YouTube? It is your boy Arrows Gaming. Welcome to episode 2 of Pokemon Roundtable. We are talking about Pokemon Week. If you do not follow Pokemon on Twitter, they announced this week a slew of announcements coming out every day of the week for the various Pokemon games under their umbrella. Today they released stuff for Pokemon Masters EX. We will talk about that in a minute. In a hot minute, we will have SoloisTV joining us for that part of the program, potentially with others as well. Who knows? But just a housekeeping tip. If you are Canadian, live in Canada, and you like Pokemon trading card game online, tomorrow Pokemon Company launches their Pokemon TCG live beta for residents of Canada. I will be streaming it myself at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, that being a Tuesday, because this is being recorded on Monday. Really excited to see the changes they have made to this program and where it's going to go going forward. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. But if you guys want to continue playing a Pokemon trading card game online before live officially launches, do not incorporate your collection from PTCGO to PTCG Live. Otherwise, you will not be able to play PTCGO until live releases because it transfers over everything. That was a lot of acronyms to remember, but there we are. But before we get into all of our announcements this week, I do want to talk about my experience with the International Challenge 2022 for February. I partook in it this weekend. I streamed 2 of the 4 days. Day 3 and day 4, I was having some really bad back pain, so I was not able to sit in this chair and play. But I'm very happy with how we finished. We finished 2 days, 20 and 10. I was very happy. Obviously, we will get our Galarian bird at some point. But I was really excited for this. For those of you who do not follow my streams, you know that I am recently getting hardcore into VGC competitive Pokemon. So this was kind of like the first run for us. Funny story, I thought that the event started on Friday. And so when we streamed on Thursday, I was just going to be testing a team that I had worked on with Shadmaster 15. We took a rental team that he had and we made some changes to it, and I was very happy with what we were going into. But I had only tested it for 4 games. So we went in on Thursday with the intention of testing some more before the event happened on Friday, and lo and behold, the event had started on Thursday. So we hopped right in, and man, this team, very good stuff. I will post the rental code for it in the description below. But man, this team, we had so much fun. We were running a Kyogre and Solgaleo with Tornadus, Rillaboom, Zapdos, and a Choice Scarf Urshifu. Choice Scarf Urshifu, I literally only brought to outspeed Shadow Rider Calyrex, because with the Choice Scarf and even an Adamant Nature, ours is Jolly, of course. Even with the Adamant Nature, a Choice Scarf Urshifu outspeeds Shadow Rider Calyrex by 1 point. And friends, that 1 point makes all the difference. Now, I didn't come across as many Shadow Rider Calyrex as I would have liked. I saw more of the Ice Horse instead. And let me tell you something. So day 1 was kind of meh. Like, we ended off 11-4 on day 1 and 9-6 on day 2. And day 1, we were still kind of getting into people who were coming in with teams to just get the bird. They were just coming in to play their 3 games, get the shiny bird, and be on their way. And kudos to you guys. You know what? I hope you enjoy your shiny birds. You guys are just as important to the Pokemon community as the people who are in here to make some rank and show off some skill. So day 1 was really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Day 2, I came across Mental Herb Trick Room. Mental Herb Trick Room, hilarious. And we ended off 9-6 on day 2. We lost to a couple of Trick Room teams. We lost because we were clearly not paying attention, and that's the thing you run into when you're streaming and playing a game like Pokemon. You kind of lose stuff in translation. That was me on Tuesday. So that was me on Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to stream all of my VGC experience going forward, but I definitely know there is going to be more VGC experience coming because I freaking loved it. I loved it. I cannot wait for the next international challenge. I cannot wait to hopefully partake in more VGC events. So if you guys know VGC events that are coming up, definitely post them in the comments and let me know what you think. And with that being said, we're going to segue into the rest of our podcast. Let's do this. And we are back. Welcome everybody to Pokemon Roundtable. With me right now, I have SoloisTV. You guys know him. He was here the last time, and we are going to talk about Pokemon Week leading up to Pokemon Day. Now, ironically enough, when I started planning for this one, we hadn't had any announcements yet for Pokemon Day at all. Well, I assumed there was going to be a direct of some kind because there always is. But then today, Pokemon just announced a bunch of information is coming out this week, every day of the week for each and every single one of their games, with the exception of Legends Arceus as of now, which I think makes sense. So,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Legends Arceus is still really new. I don't really think if they have plans for a DLC, I don't think we're gonna get it this week. Any announcements on it this week?
No, I don't think so either. That game is so fresh. It usually takes a little while for DLC.
Agreed. But that being said, today the announcement started with Pokemon Masters EX, and I'm kind of glad they started with this because I know nothing about this game. So I'll just go over what they announced for it. So as of today, you can get up to 10 tickets for this for the Pokemon Day event, and you can use them to get up to 100 sync pairs at no cost. That sounds really cool. And also you can get an anniversary edition May from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and Latias sync pair that debuts on February 28th, and also on February 24th Victory Road becomes available. Again, I don't know what that means. I am very unversed in Pokemon Masters EX. I apologize. And you can get blue, red, and green with their signature pairings in different outfits, so that's cool. Pokemon Masters EX is like a gacha game, is it not?
It is. That's also why I've never played it.
Okay. Yeah, and then there's only one gacha game that I've ever really invested a ton of time in, and that was Dragalia Lost.
Yeah,
because you could survive pretty easily without investing too much money into that game, so it was good.
It's not that I have anything against gacha games in general. I don't trust myself, so I stay clear. It looks fun though for a mobile game.
It does. It definitely does.
Pretty detailed.
Definitely does. Tomorrow, in my opinion, is the meat and potatoes of this week, though, because it is going to be announcements for Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Ooh.
Now, I'm interested in this for a couple of reasons, because I believe that this announcement is going to tie in to Pokemon Home as well. I think this is going to be where they announce how you're going to be able to transfer Pokemon from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and potentially Legends Arceus, but I think that one is a long shot, into Sword and Shield.
Okay. That would definitely make sense. They still have the issue though that not all of them are in there. Did they just not let you transfer? Obviously they don't let you transfer, so they just have like a select guide where for the Pokemon that aren't in Sword and Shield, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so the Pokemon that you can transfer still now that aren't in the Pokedex, they just don't have a number. Like
Okay.
like the Alola starters. I think the Kanto starters. No, because Charmander's in the game. But is Charmander actually in the game? Does he actually have a number? I don't think he does. But anyway, so yeah, I think I don't know if it's going to be through just like a free update or if it's going to be, because remember there was like a rumored third DLC a while ago for Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. That'd be awesome. I'd love to get back into that game.
So I'm excited for this for multiple reasons. One, if it's a third DLC, that's amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed Sword and Shield. I know it got a lot of flack and a lot of hate for being too easy, for the graphics being pretty much what we've always gotten for Pokemon games, but on a more expensive console. But I enjoyed the game immensely. I did not enjoy the Isle of Armor as much as I did the Crown Tundra, but as a whole, Sword and Shield was a very enjoyable experience for me. So I'm really excited to see if we can get another like DLC. Like I'd pay for another DLC if it let me have Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Pokemon that I could use competitively.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I don't play competitive Pokemon too much. I've been thinking about getting on Showdown and learning, but as casually, I loved Sword and Shield. because I don't necessarily want my Pokemon games to be like too difficult, because Pokemon's kind of like a relaxer for me.
True.
So I thought it was perfect for that. That and Let's Go, like big fans of those games. It was just cute little Pokemon, fun to play, good weekend.
No, definitely.
That's all I needed.
On Wednesday, the 23rd, there's going to be information for Pokemon Cafe Remix. I don't really know a lot about that game. I didn't play Cafe, and I haven't downloaded Remix. It's just not my style of Pokemon. So I don't really want to like say anything about that one because I don't really know what those games entail, what that game entails. So have you played Cafe Remix?
No, I'm the same way as you. It's just not like, I think it looks cool, like it graphically looks pleasing, but it's not. It's kind of arcadey, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Definitely.
not really my cup of tea. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in the situation to like play a short burst game like that, probably on TikTok anyway. And if I'm gonna play a game, I need something with a little more substance. So I've not even
Yeah.
humored the thought of playing it.
No, I definitely agree. Thursday is another big one. It is Pokemon Unite. Now,
here we go.
this is probably one of, outside of like potentially Sword and Shield and the Pokemon Go announcement that they're also going to have. This is probably the one that people are most looking forward to, especially with Pokemon Unite just entering the Pokemon World Championships this year. I feel like we're going to get red, blue, and green outfits for our trainers.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And maybe matching outfits for their Pokemon, like Charizard in a red outfit, Blastoise in a blue outfit, and Venusaur in a green outfit.
That would be awesome.
That is my big prediction. Maybe like an event where like we get more like first gen Pokemon instead of like the Apoms and the Audinos. Maybe get like Rattatas and I don't know.
Oh,
Pidgeys.
That's really awesome. Replace everybody with Gen 1.
I think that would be really cool, but I definitely feel like the outfits are going to be like a huge thing. That's the perfect time to drop in like red, blue, and green outfits, and I personally would pay actual like money for that, 100%.
I would probably pay for the red outfit, honestly. I don't pay for a lot in that game, but that would probably be one I do.
Yeah, like
Pokemon Unite's easily my most invested Pokemon medium right now. I'm addicted to that game. I love it.
It's super good. I've been playing it a lot off camera, off stream. I've streamed it a couple times, but I enjoy playing it more with my friends offline than I do streaming it because it's easier to concentrate on the game itself.
It's really good content on one hand, but on the other hand, it's really, if you lose focus on that game, it can go downhill, snowball really bad. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think maybe with this announcement, there's rumors of a upcoming supporter Pokemon.
Ooh.
Maybe getting a trailer for that.
I could see that too.
We only have a handful of supporters.
Yeah, it's a very undersupported. It's the tanks and healers of Pokemon Unite. Final Fantasy 14 reference right there.
Exactly.
Final Fantasy reference right there. Specifically now the tanks. It's the tanks of Pokemon Unite getting no love.
I love tanks in 14 anymore, but for this, on top of all the supporters, which there aren't many, only 2 of them are like healers.
Yeah, that's Audino and
it's Eldegoss.
Oh, sorry, Eldegoss and Blissey, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So I think maybe like I don't know. I don't know who else could really be good healers. Like, I can't think of any, but like someone who's a natural healer.
Maybe like a Lilligant.
Yeah,
with like a cool dances that heal.
Oh,
which getting back to Final Fantasy 14 is what the dancer class should have been.
Cool. The dancer class and the bard class should have been support healer classes.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Agreed.
And like had like archer for specific what bard is, but bard's cool. I love bard.
Yeah, no, I definitely do.
And they definitely need more healers like that in there, and maybe like Belle Awesome or something. I don't know. She's also
Blossom would be a really good one, actually. Blossom would be probably better than Lilligant, in my opinion. It would be much cooler.
Could be like putting people around her to sleep with a dance for people to like just mess them up. Oh, that would be awesome.
But man, I'm all in for another character. Unite has been like popping with like in the span of a couple months we've gotten Dragonite, Trevenant, and now Agislash, all of like just with literally within like a span of like weeks from each other, pretty much it feels like.
And I'll tell you, I've been in MOBA scene for a few years now, mostly Heroes of the Storm when that game was still like being supported, and that game would pop out a hero ever so often. But this is insane, the amount of characters that are popping out in this game so quickly. Like it's one after another after another. I have no idea how they're doing it because all the characters coming out are pretty quality. They're
Yeah.
in depth and they've got like hidden mechanics. They're not just like copy and paste characters.
Yeah, definitely not. They're
It's
all
very
different
impressive.
from each other, which I think is really, they all play so differently too. Like I haven't really done a lot with Trevenant, but Dragonite and Agislash play so differently from each other, and that's awesome.
I
They're
haven't
not
touched Aegislash yet,
that
but
they're
I've battled him a lot.
yeah, he's interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on, the 25th is another Pokemon music video for the music of Pokemon 25. I'm not gonna lie, and you guys can hate me for this, but I've been very disappointed for the most part with the 25th anniversary music stuff.
I haven't followed it. What's
Like
disappointing about it?
when I heard music, I was expecting like, you know, artists like maybe doing like popular Pokemon stuff, theme songs and stuff from the past, but it's been like music videos that haven't really been Pokemon related. Like we got that Katy Perry, like my favorite one out of all of them has been that Katy Perry song Electric. That one was actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
But it's just regular songs, but they just have Pokemon in the music videos. Like if you're not watching the music video, you would have no idea that these songs are Pokemon related.
What would have been perfect is to do like what Final Fantasy and what even Sonic the Hedgehog did last year, where they get giant orchestras together to perform game music. That would
Yeah,
have been
perfect. That is what I wanted to see out of this, and instead we've gotten popular artists performing songs that, unless you're watching the videos or you specifically know that it's on this Pokemon 25th anniversary soundtrack, is Pokemon related. If you don't know that, then you have no idea what is going on. So
yeah, it's pretty lame.
it is. It's I've been incredibly disappointed. And then, you know, I don't fault if people out there like the music, that is good for you guys. I personally am not a fan, but does not stop me from if you guys are enjoying it, have at her. Like I said, the Katy Perry song was okay. I think I kind of was okay with like one of the other songs, but that's pretty much all I've personally listened to.
Yeah, and it's like enjoying the songs aside, it's a weird way to celebrate Pokemon. You know, like if you enjoy the songs or not, it's just they don't really have much to do with Pokemon. It's just like slapping Pokemon on. It's not much of a celebration. It feels more like a marketing ploy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird.
Also, fun fact, on the 25th, Pokemon TCG set Brilliant Stars releases. I am so excited for that.
I need to get back in. I used to be huge into that.
As a competitive Pokemon TCG player, Brilliant Stars is a meta-defining set. This set is going to build the meta for at least another couple years, which is really, really cool. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
Change is good.
Change is always good. And then we move into Saturday, and we have a Pokemon Go announcements coming out. I honestly think this is just going to be the next generation being added on.
Probably.
Maybe
what are they on Gen 5 right now?
No, Gen 6, because we have Froakie and stuff. I feel like it'll be them starting to like mold in Gen 7. Maybe give us like the starters or maybe like some legendaries. I don't see it being anything other than that. Maybe again, no, because we already have Pokemon Red outfit, a Pokemon Red outfit in Go. I have it. Oh, maybe it's some more like weird hat Pokemon, but I don't honestly see it being that much announcements for Pokemon Go. Like, I don't know outside of Gen 7 what else they could announce.
I don't know what else would be like announcement worthy than Gen 7. So I think you're probably right on that.
And then on the 27th, we have the big one, Pokemon Day. Any of the big announcements that they have planned are going to come on this day. I know a lot of people when I was messing around on Twitter looking for other people's opinions and stuff before we recorded this tonight, a lot of people are predicting Gen 9. I don't see it. I would love for it to happen, but I don't see it. I think if we get anything Gen 9 related, it's going to be maybe just like a small teaser where they're like when they did for Gen 8, where they were like, oh, the 8th generation of Pokemon is in production right now.
Yeah, I don't see like a big trailer or anything either.
That sort of thing will be saved, I think, for either a Pokemon Direct closer to E3 or E3 itself.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's weird because we're in a situation where like in reality, I mean, Gen 4 remakes and Legends Arceus kind of just came out in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of awesome hype stuff that's fresh. So I Pokemon and Nintendo alone have never been ones to announce stuff so back to back
Yeah. It
like
was really
this.
surprising when we got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Arceus announced at the same
Yeah,
time with
yeah,
their
that was
release
crazy.
dates so close together.
Yeah, that was nuts. So honestly, I've thought about this all day. I have really no clue what it could be because Gen 9, like a teaser for Gen 9 is probably most likely. I don't think it's DLC for Legends Arceus because, like, I for one still haven't beaten the game. I'm going really slow.
Yeah,
Like, I still not beaten the game. So it's like if that feels too soon.
it does.
Um,
100%.
Gen 9, I mean, Gen 8's been out for a while now. So,
This is I would have to I double check the facts. I'm pretty sure I'm right. This is the longest we've ever gone in between generations.
oh really? Oh
I'm
wow.
98% sure cuz Sword and Shield came out in what?
20,
2018?
I think so.
2018? I think
Man,
that seems about right. And generally, if like I was looking on like the Bulbapedias and the Wikipedias, and generally there's about like a 2 to 3 year gap in between generations with the gen remakes in between.
man. I feel
So
like it doesn't feel like that. The pandemic has my calendar
yeah,
and my brain
that and
all
that's the
messed up.
thing too, right? Like it does. It
That's
doesn't
wild.
feel like it's been as long as it has been. But like that's the example. Like Sword and Shield was pre. No, Sword and Shield wasn't pre-COVID. I'm full of it.
I
Am
ugh,
I full of it? I need to check
I
this like right now.
don't know. Man, I am having a hard time remembering completely when that
Because
game came out. But it
when I started streaming, when I started streaming through t- no 2019. Yeah, it was before COVID. It was before COVID. So even still, that's
2019
like
still. That's
it's like going in on closing in on 4 years. So if we're gonna get anything Gen 9, it's gonna happen this year, potentially with a release date early next year. I think.
yeah, I think an announcement. See, what I would want is like a teaser and not like full gameplay trailer. And this is weird, like tinfoil hat theory. But like the less they show us, the more effort I think they'd be putting in. Because if they already have that much to show us, it's just like, I love Pokemon, but I think the graphics don't bother me in Pokemon. Like I said in the Arceus video, it doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
but I can't lie, it would be really nice to see them push the Switch to their limits and just have Pokemon look awesome.
Oh, I agree.
It would be
100%.
so if it's just like a logo and some names, I would be more hyped
Yeah.
because I would be able to like think, okay, maybe they're still working on it and don't have enough to show us yet, which means this could be the thing. Like this could
Yeah.
be awesome. But who knows?
So I'm gonna ask heading into the Pokemon Day presents, which I assume we're gonna get on the 27th. What is like the out there thing you would like to see?
Like 100% not going to
Yeah,
happen.
100% not gonna happen.
I want them to expand the Legends series, even though it just started. But all I've thought about since this game came out is how this would fit into other generations. So like Legends Celebi or Legends Mew or something
Yeah,
of the same concept with just digging into different pieces of lore and different regions. I've that's I love what they're doing with Arceus a lot because they're adding like so much story depth to games that had good story, but it's a Pokemon story. It's never been like Final Fantasy levels of in depth seriousness.
yeah,
But adding more depth to it has been such a cool experience for me, and I would love that to happen to other things. I mean, obviously won't, but if I had to say most wanted thing. That and like I don't know, a Pokemon Coliseum remake.
That's mine, 100%.
Is it really? There
Pokemon.
you go.
I want a Pokemon Coliseum Gale of Darkness like packaged remake. Like, give
Yeah,
us
even
both
a
games,
remaster.
like even a remaster. Like Coliseum was amazing, but I've always loved Gale of Darkness more. Like
I
Gale of
played Gale of
Darkness was
Darkness way
such
more.
a great game, and if we can get that out, then I would be 100%. The other a total left field thing that I would like is somebody actually mentioned this in. I feel like it showed up on one of my Twitters, but I think going forward competitively, it would be awesome if they made like not a Coliseum, but like a Pokemon Stadium style game
Oh, like just for the battles?
just for the battles, when they could
Oh.
include some of like the best stuff from some of the best features from competitive matches back. Like I would love to see the versus recorder come back.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to spectate games.
Oh, that would, you know what? If you want to make it go full on to the competitive thing, and this is probably a pretty outlandish idea, but pretty much just make a game out of Showdown where you can go on Showdown and you don't
Yeah.
have to EV train. You can just make your Pokemon. Because a little bit of an analogy, I'm really into Lost Ark right now, and that's how the PvP works. You don't take your stats over to PvP, you customize your stats so everyone can be the same.
That's
And you
interesting.
go in there.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, it's all skill based, and you won't have to worry about somebody being way higher item level than you. And I think having a place to just do that and maybe take the competitive aspects away from the Pokemon series, so you can do stuff like not having the national decks and have it focused more on a story experience and having that standalone Pokemon competitive game for the competitive nature of it. Maybe
Exactly.
that'd be kind of
I
cool.
think now is the time. I think we have like the ability now on the Switch to like take that competitive aspect and put it in like its own game. Will it happen? Probably not.
No,
But I definitely was something I would like to see. I would like to see them put more emphasis on stuff for competitive in general. Like I've been saying for a while now, I want like a rusted bottle cap that you can use to reduce your Pokemon IVs. If you guys aren't familiar with competitive, when you level a Pokemon up to 100, you can use an item called a bottle cap to make their IVs, their individual values, the max out. So you can have a Pokemon with better stats. And they've made these items really easy accessible in Sword and Shield, but I would like a continuation of that to have like an item that reduces their IVs, because there are certain like strategies like Trick Room where you want like 0 IV speed Pokemon, and catching legendaries for that team is really hard for that because you have to sit there and reset like left, right, and center.
yeah, and that's not. I mean, no matter which way you shake it for competitive Pokemon, I just have a hard time thinking like farming for EVs and IVs is fun. Like, it's just like grueling.
Well, see,
I
and
feel like.
that is where I have to hand it to Pokemon like immensely. Yes, some people found Sword and Shield lacking, but if you found Sword and Shield lacking, I dare say you would find more of its filler in competitive Pokemon play, because they have made it incredibly easy to do competitive Pokemon in Sword and Shield. They took away vitamin caps on your vitamins, so before you could only put 10 vitamins into a stat, and it still only equal like the 252. But in Sword and Shield, they removed that barrier. So if you want to make a Pokemon that has like 252 TAC EVs, you can buy 25 bottles of protein, and you can give your Pokemon all 25 bottles of that protein, and then you just have to go fight one thing, and your EV count is done for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they've made it a lot easier. Like the EXP candies are amazing for for Pokemon competitive, because it's so easy to get your Pokemon up to level 100 to raise their stats with like the bottle caps. And they've made it so that you don't have to really breed for natures, and the only breeding you have to do is if you're looking for egg moves specifically. So they've definitely taken great strides to make competitive Pokemon easier for people to get into now, to like the basis of it. And then as you grow in it, you can obviously learn more of the intricacies of like breeding for egg moves and breeding, so you're not wasting as much money on like IV stuff and stuff like that. But it's definitely a big step in the right direction. And like I said, if you're disillusioned with how the game's played out, I hope you found some solace in the competitive aspect. Fun fact, I have over 700 hours in Pokemon Sword. And I would be willing to
Ooh.
bet that only maybe 110 of that is between the game and the expansions. The rest of that is all competitive, 100% all competitive. Breeding,
That's the appeal.
shiny hunting, all that jazz. Because they made shiny hunting really easy too in this game.
Yeah, I remember I did a little bit of shiny hunting when I first got the game, but I dropped it quick. It's just I feel like having the systems to just get straight into the competitive and bypass would be awesome. It does sound like they made it a lot better though. I need to pop Shield back in and maybe get a team going and give it a shot. I think that'd be pretty fun stream content. I haven't done any competitive battles in Pokemon since X and Y.
Did you enter the international challenge this week to get your shiny Galarian Moltres?
I did not.
Oof.
I did not. I haven't even put the game in my Switch in probably over a year.
Damn. Probably since the Crown Tundra came out, I imagine.
Probably.
The last DLC.
Probably been since then.
I mean, might want to dust it off if they're going to announce new DLC tomorrow. Then
that's if they announce new DLC tomorrow, I'm in. I mean, I'll do it.
I mean, I feel
Gen
like
9.
I don't want to call Pokemon company like money hungry, but I definitely feel like if they're going to give us the ability to transfer Sword and Diamond and Pearl Pokemon and potentially Pokemon from Legends Arceus into Sword and Shield, it's going to come in a DLC of some sort.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to
They're not the most
get that money.
Profitable franchise in the world for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I will complain about it, but 100% I will buy it day one.
Amen.
100%. I will buy it day one. It's funny, when Diamond and Pearl came out, me and my best friend were in line at EB or GameStop, I guess they're called now, here in Canada as well, to pick up the game, and we're talking about it. I'm like, if any other company did this sort of stuff, like we would not pick it up. But there we are in GameStop spending $90 Canadian for a game that literally came out over 20 years ago at this point. No, not over 20 years ago. It can't be. But like, I'm being exaggerative here, but a game that came out easily over like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, that nostalgia. Gen 4 is really nostalgic to people.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like it's right in that pocket of like the golden age of Pokemon.
I feel like Gen 4 is when they started like really experimenting with like how the series was going to shape us all forward, because a lot of the stuff from Gen 4 we still kind of use a lot of it like going forward. Like I can't think of the stuff offhand right now, but like a lot of that ideology from Gen 4 has moved forward, like the global trade station. I believe that debuted in Gen 4, and then obviously that has evolved into what we have now in like Wonder Trades and Surprise Trades and Pokemon Home and stuff like that. So
yeah, absolutely. And it is an awesome game.
Like, yeah, Diamond and Pearl.
And even like Brilliant Diamond was very enjoyable.
Definitely.
I had a very good time with that game. I beat it too quick.
I haven't touched it since Arceus came out.
I loved it. I need to beat Arceus.
But if they're gonna give us DLC to transfer Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl over, I'm 100% gonna go and finish off the post game for Diamond and Pearl.
Oh yeah. Now I will say I don't think Legends Arceus DLC is coming tomorrow, but I do think it's definitely coming.
Oh yeah, 100%. They will.
There's no way.
I think they're in a really unique opportunity here with Arceus to really like maybe start tying a lot of stuff we've seen into the future games through DLC. And maybe even heading into 9th gen, tie Arceus into 9th gen, because we're hopefully going to be able to get those Hisuian. Okay, stop it, Cloud. We're hopefully going to be able to get those Hisuian Pokemon in 9th gen, because my God, do I want to use Hisuian Zoroark so very badly competitively.
Oh my gosh, he looks awesome. And
like
Cleavor, I would miss Cleavor.
Like, so hopefully they're going to give us some way of getting these Pokemon into either Sword and Shield, which I think in the case of Arceus is very far-fetched, but I definitely think it's possible for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So
it would just be weird to never have those Pokemon playable in a competitive.
Yeah,
aspect.
definitely.
It would be weird.
Definitely. Alrighty, but thank you for coming out and joining me tonight for this. I think we're on the same wavelength for a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah, probably.
Like I'm really excited to see what they announce tomorrow for Sword and Shield. And also, guys, on watching the video, if you live in Canada, don't forget tomorrow is the start of the Pokemon TCG live beta. If you want to see my thoughts and views on it, I'm going to be streaming it at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and it's going to be interesting to see what changes they made to PTCGO going forward. Thank you, Solois, for coming out and chatting it up with us once again on Pokemon Roundtable. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I love
And
it.
of course, you guys, if you want to check out SoloisTV, why don't you tell us where we can find you?
I stream on Twitch every day but Sunday when I can. It's SoloisTV, SOLOIS TV. I post YouTube videos on Soloist, just my name, and TikToks at SoloistTV as well. Yeah, so TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch are my three main platforms. My content is variety, all over the place and sporadic. Come have a good time.
Alrighty, awesome. And thank you for joining us. And guys, stay safe out there, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.